And from Poland, a lot of them went to Israel. So one day I was talking something with Musa, and a lot of people were divorcing and getting fictitious marriages. I think the word is right. Fictitious marriages, and they divorced and married, they remarried and paid a lot of money, and some people were in jails on account of that. And I started to think that I have to leave Chernovitz too. Being that I am not attached to nobody, no one. I'm in Ukrainian. They say "sam pan na yarmarke." That's a Ukrainian word, which it means I'm my own boss, so to say, and the whole bazaar. So I started to write letters to my uncles and aunts in America, and I gave a little bit hidden explanation. You couldn't really talk. So whatever they understood, I needed more packages than ordinarily they were sent. So I got certain things were new things, certain things were old things, whatever I got, and I accumulated all these packages with the money. So one day, I used to go, while I was living by Musa, she played on me a little trick. She gave me chocolate was very expensive, and Lvov was the main part of chocolate makers. So she gave me a satchel, not too big of a satchel, and I should buy over there chocolate and bring back, and she used to sell it. I didn't know exactly. I knew what I'm doing, but I didn't realize exactly that I could be in jail, by the way, from it, because it was illegal to do that. So, but anyhow, I brought over the chocolate, and over there I got to know a family. I don't know their name. They had 3 beautiful daughters. I have their pictures. Don't know where to show them. Very beautiful. And I was living by them a little bit in their house, but that family, so, this is 2 of them. 2 of them, and the third one I have, that was in 57. And something I was talking with their mother, and she says that they know a guy, as I said, a lot of people paid a lot of money, and she said that if I asked her, came out of the conversation, how do I get to know somebody? So I went, she introduced me to a man, and his name was, his name was Victor Perelman. Victor Perelman was a very nice man. Victor was my luck. Victor was an educated man, so this is where my luck was. My luck was that I met Victor 1 week before. He had everything arranged. And Victor was a bachelor, older than me. I don't know how old. I wasn't asking questions. So I was only talking with Victor that I have very limited money. And Victor wanted, I think, to go to America. I don't know. And I think that Victor did me probably more a favor rather than money, because as far as money, I have very, very little money from all those schmattes. But nevertheless, with the schmattes, I managed very well also to buy a refrigerator. I heard that somewhere there, wherever you go, refrigerators are expensive. So I bought with me a small refrigerator, and it was like a tractor, not a refrigerator. It wasn't my way, but everybody does it, so I did it too. Nevertheless, I suppose, as I said, Victor was a very nice man, so I said to Victor, I don't have too much money, and Victor agreed that I'll give him part of the money I'm going to give him in Chernovitz, and part of the money when I'll come to Poland, because the main destination was for me really to get out of Russia and to come in to Poland. And from there, we'll talk later. So we went and we registered, and I had all the papers that I am his wife, and I got papers. Finally, Victor right away left. Victor was a gentleman and a bachelor. I had nothing to do with Victor. We was very happy. Victor left, but my luck was that it took a year until I went out really from Russia, because because Victor maybe wanted to go so badly to America, and Victor was an educated man, so he knew where to write, and he constantly used to write to Russia, to the government, to Moscow. I used to get a lot of papers, and finally the authorities in Chernovitz called me over and to question if that's really my husband. I said, of course it's my husband. Here are the papers. So they really couldn't do nothing, because I really officially was, everything was officially done as it had to be. So it took about a year, as I said, and Victor went away. And finally, just because that he wrote so much to the government, I guess, they let me out. Took a year, maybe year and a half. I had a small soda party, said hello to all my friends, and a friend, actually Lilia, Musia's daughter, she brought me over to the train, and I think I showed you the train ticket, and I said goodbye to Chernovitz forever. I never went back. I'm 33 years, I came to 58, I left Russia, it's 92, so 32 I think. And I never went back since there. But when I came to Poland on the train, leaving Lvov, so that family helped me, because they introduced me to Victor Perelman. And in Lvov, I passed all the customs in Lvov, and for some reason, I don't know why, I was very frightened. I took a lot of all kinds of documents, and certain things I tore up. And I left to the train, and on the train I met, in my life I met so many people, it's unbelievable. I met a couple, a Polish couple with a child, very pleasant young woman, and he was a very high Polish official. I don't know how many stars, many stars. And I don't know how we got befriended with these people, and I told her that I'm really going to Warsaw, and that I have to meet my husband over there, but I told her a story that I think he left me, I don't know if he'll meet me. I told her a story about the husband, but I let her know that I'm really alone and I really don't have nowhere where to go. So the story ended up that they brought me over to their house to sleep over. And I slept over in their house, and she told me that she is Jewish and the husband is Gentile, but she said I should not let know her father-in-law that I am Jewish. And I got very friendly with that woman, and then within the morning, probably on the following day, I went into Warsaw itself. I think this was maybe the suburbs. And then I got in contact with Victor through the Jewish organization where all the Jews were living in one place, waiting to get papers to go to Israel. So what I understood, the arrangements were between from Russia to Poland, and from Poland the government, the Polish government had, maybe it was a secret arrangement that the Jews from Poland could go right away to Israel. And sure enough, I started to work, how do I go fast to Israel? My destination really was not all this with Victor. I could have ended up actually in jail. My mind was not going to Israel. I had no noxious idea about Israel. I had nobody in Israel. I really had family in America, and I wanted to go. Probably since I remained without as an orphan, I thought probably about the American uncles and aunts, my mother, so sisters and brothers. So the destination, while I was already in Warsaw, it didn't